Welcome to the show after the show with the Fantasy Footballers.
I have a new one. Welcome.
That was a good. You made up for.
I had to.
Last show.
I had to. That was one of those ones. Was a disaster.
Your honor is restored.
All right. Well, maybe I don't have a new one. I don't know which one to do.
Well, that's.
Do you want me to go with the new one or what we talked about?
I don't know. Let's. What's the new one?
Yeah, give us the new one and we'll reject it.
All right. So the new one was. Would you rather continue with your life or be able to restart it?
Okay.
Welcome to the
we'll
show
all
after the show, by the way.
continue, let's. Right.
Well, the question becomes:
The opportunity to restart means the opportunity to go back, do some things differently.
Do I have my knowledge of right now?
No, because then it's just a
Well,
time travel machine.
But then you wouldn't even.
Then what's the value of restarting it if you're not conscious of restarting it? That's what Mike's saying.
Yeah, because if you restart, you won't even know that you restarted.
No, I think you know that you restarted, but in some mysterious way that doesn't give you superpowers. Just in a way of cognition where you can make. Look, you restart your life. You got to have the memories to fix the things that.
All
you
right.
didn't
How
like.
about this question then?
You got a new one?
I got a new one that's an old one. If you were born over, right? Not
Okay.
Not,
So we're changing the question.
We're changing the question.
Okay.
If would you
Welcome.
rather? Howdy, everybody. Would you rather? That was the best you've ever done. Would you rather be born in the future?
Like if you could be reborn.
Let's just go. 300 years in the future, 300 years in the past, or whatever. I'm not picking a specific date. You don't have any knowledge of anything. It's just that's the time period you live. Which time period would you prefer to live in, the future or the past?
And I heard you say, okay, that's tough because the past, the thing that jumps out that I want to avoid is just a lack of technology in the sense of, healthcare and some of the primitive things that people have had to live through and deal with. That would be my dissuasion of the past.
What's the yearage? What's the yearage?
What's
how
the
far?
yearage?
How far forward? How far back are we?
Let's go. Let's
Well,
go
however
100.
far you want.
Let's go 100.
Okay, 100 years in the
100 years
future or 100 years in the past.
Okay.
Then I'm going 100 years in the past, and here's
Which
why.
is strange to me.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't want to live I don't want to live in 1900s.
Enjoy World War One
and II and the Depression.
Let's go 150 years back or 150
Enjoy the
years.
Civil War.
So when
Here's my ration.
things have
Here's my rationale. Here's what I will enjoy: relationships and people, and I will enjoy human interaction face to face. I will enjoy
the best 40 years of your life
I will enjoy
before the cholera gets you.
the family mattering more than it does now. The life being a little bit more real and less outwardly fake with social media. I just think I wonder what it would have been to
You're
live.
Norman Rockwelling here.
Yes,
You're
I'm
going,
Norman Rockwelling.
So you'd go into the past, and it doesn't matter the time frame. You'd rather live in a simpler time.
Yeah,
simpler
time in which
you only see that going. I mean, so by that logic, you see the future 100 years from now. It's probably even worse.
We're going.
And the argument that Mike said every time we went back 50, 100, 200 years, there was some war he's referencing.
I promise.
So the contention is going forward. You probably have something.
I was going to say we're close to another one.
Possibly, but we don't have a draft, right? So,
sure.
We could.
Yeah, we certainly could, but I mean, a lot of things would have to change.
Fantasy football style, though.
Right.
I'm going forward.
We got the big guy.
I'm going forward. I'm not going to a time where you're like, hey, I'm sick. Okay, well, let's throw some leeches on your body.
Right.
You're like, oh, man,
we do that now. We just don't know it.
I've got
We
this.
do. We probably do. I said that the other day with chemotherapy.
Yeah.
There'll be a time in the future, 100 years from now, where generations will look back and say,
wait,
you
did
what to
You
get
tried
rid of
to
cancer?
Yeah, you will, but there's
You
the best
poisoned
we
yourself?
have.
I'll bet the leeches helped a few times. Or they wouldn't have done it.
No, because we are living longer now than we did back then.
Sure.
I mean, that's factual information. So medicine and things are better now.
But
and
living
they will
longer might
continue
not
to-
be the definition of.
No. But I'm just saying things will. I'm not going back.
I'll go to the future in hopes that we get a time machine built so I can go back into the past. Sound good?
There you go.
Interesting conversation.
Hey,
so
make sure
rather
you
than restarting
subscribe.
your life, you can restart it in the future or past.
Yeah.
Like
Make sure you
we
hit that
restarted this
subscribe
show.
button. We're here twice a week.
Yep. And check out the Fantasy Football Podcast we do as well.
Yeah.